So today we are multiplying and dividing integers. In our notes, integers is the word that is highlighted. We were talking about integers on Friday. Does anyone remember a good phrase? What is an integer? What does that mean to you? Yes, ma'am.
It's a number that's like not a decimal or a fraction.
Not a decimal or a fraction. Very good. What else does he have? Anyone else? Yes, sir?
It's only a number that is negative.
It could be negative. It could be positive. It's also zero. So today is just a review of last year's material. When you multiply or divide integers with the same sign, your answer is going to be, what kind of answer? Would it be positive or negative?
Positive.
It's going to be a positive answer. For those of you that are visual, you can draw this triangle on your paper. This is only going to work when you multiply and divide, and you multiply and divide. So the first one we could probably do very easily. We learned this when we were in elementary school. 4 times 3? Which is 12. Two positive numbers, and I got a positive answer. Back then, we didn't even know they were positive or negative or anything. We just knew it was 4 times 3. Here, -5 times -7. The way you use this triangle is if you say -5 times -7. Negative times a negative gives you a positive. So that's going to be positive what?
35.
35. 54 divided by 9. 6. The next one, we have a -42 divided by a -7. Yes, sir? It's just a positive 6. We have a negative divided by a negative, and it's a positive 6. Earlier classes, I don't know what the saying was, but there was a saying out there in 6th grade, something about, who knows it?
Yeah,
something like that.
something like it's
Yeah. Okay. So if you remember that, try to use that. You'll see me draw this triangle all the time. It's more of a visual if you're having a hard time remembering the rules. I even wrote it up on the whiteboard. And our word problem, the price of a stock decreased $4 per day for 5 consecutive days. Write a multiplication expression to show the total change in the price of the stock for that 5-day period. Then determine and explain the change. If it decreased by $4, how would I write that? If something decreased by 4, negative. It's going to be -4. And if it happens for 5 days, it's going to be -4 times 5. What does that equal?
Negative
20. So my answer is -20. What does that mean for our answer to be -20? Yeah, but what does it mean to have -$20? You lost. So this person invested money and they lost $20 that week. So let's go ahead and turn, well, it's on your same page, but it's on the next column, I think. When you are at the bottom, when you multiply or divide two integers, what if the signs are different? So my answer is always going to be negative. Again, as I'm at the triangle, it looks like this. So I have a +2. I'm going to cover up the positive. And a -7. If I cover up the negative, my answer is -14. What about negative 45 divided by 9?
Negative 6.
Negative 5. During a 10-day period, the balance of Martha's checking account dropped $290. Write a division expression to represent the change. Then determine the average daily change in her account balance during that 10-day period. So if it dropped 290, how would I write that? Would it drop 290?
Negative 9.
Negative 290? And if I'm wanting to figure out for one day, that was for 10 days, what do I need to do?
Divide.
By 10? So sometimes we write it like this, just like those. A lot of times you'll see me write it like this. Is that the same thing?
Yes.
What about this?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. We're dividing 290 divided, negative 290 divided by 10 all three. It looks different, but it all means the same thing. What does that equal?
Negative 29.
Negative 29. So, what does that mean? If negative 29 each day, what does that even
She uses $29 every day.
to what?
She uses $29.
She spends or she uses $29 every day on average. So this is our answer. Let's think about this. If you multiply a negative times a negative times a negative, 3 negatives, negative times a negative,
Equals negative.
so 3 of them, your answer is going to be negative. What happens if you had a negative times a negative times a negative times a negative? Positive. And we know that when we have 2 negatives, our answer was positive. What kind of pattern did we see?
It's just a double cut. Like every even number equals a positive, and every odd number equals a negative.
Right. If you have an even number of negatives, you're going to be positive, and an odd number of negatives that you're multiplying or dividing will be a negative. Do y'all think this would work for division?
Yes.
Why? I agree with you. You're correct. Why does it work for multiplication and division? Yeah, it's the reverse operation, multiplying and dividing, but the rule is the same. So let's look at our next page here. So this is actually on your next page. In this one, we have 2 sections of it again. Mine has multiplying decimals. We'll be dividing decimals in just a second. When we multiply with decimals, we just line up the numbers. We ignore the decimal. We pretend it's not there. We just line up the numbers like we always do. We multiply. Our answer, we're going to count the numbers to the right of the decimal points in the problem. We're going to move the decimal point in the answer to the left. That many spaces. And then our integer rule applies. Again, this is just a review. We have negative 0.44 times 1.2. Would this answer be a positive or a negative answer?
Negative.
Negative. So I'm just going to write negative so I don't forget. Because I still need to multiply. When we multiply, this is what it's saying. We have 0.44 times 1.2. How many numbers are behind the decimal in the problem?
3.
There are a total of 3. There's 1, 2, 3. Do we all see all 3? There's 2 numbers here and 1 number here. So let's just multiply like we normally do. We know that 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8 again. I'm going to put a 0, one filler. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. I'm going to add 8 plus 0 is, and 8 plus 4 will carry a 1. That's 5. Let's see. So now that I have my answer, I need to move the decimal. How many places?
3.
3. So I start at the back. 1, 2, 3. So it goes right there. We already knew the answer was going to be negative. 528. I had some students earlier, they were working a little bit ahead, and they got negative 0.528. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. It's the same as this one here. These are the same. Let's look at the next problem. We have a negative 5.16 times a negative 8.3. Answer positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. We have a negative and a negative. My answer is positive. So all we are simply doing is we're multiplying. 5.16 times 8.3. How many numbers are multiplying the decimal?
3.
Yeah, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's multiply first by 3. 3 times 6 is
18.
18. So I'm going to write the 8 and carry the 1. 3 times 1, 3. Plus the 1 is 4. And 3 times 5, 15. I'm going to add a filler. And now I'm going to multiply by 8. 8 times 6 is
48.
48. I carry the 4. 8 times 1 is 8 plus the 4. And so you got 12. Carry the 1. 8 times 5 plus the 1.
41.
41. We're done with our multiplying. Let's just add these together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 8, so I'm going to carry a 1. 1 plus 5 plus 2, 8. 1 plus 1, 2, and 4. Am I done? No. What's still missing? The decimal. We said how many places? 3. So I start at the back. 1, 2, 3.
And it's negative.
I'm positive. So my answer is a positive 42. Excuse me. 0.828. Questions? Any volunteers to read the problem below? Go ahead, please.
During summer, Andrea babysat for neighbors to earn money for school clothes. The neighbors paid her $4.50 per hour, and she babysat 8 hours each week. If Andrea needs $180 for school clothes, how many weeks may she babysit for her neighbors?
So in this one, she sounds like a good babysitter. She's going over there. And how much are they paying her?
$4.50.
$4.50 how often?
Every hour.
Every hour.
8 hours.
For 8 hours. So how can I figure out how much she makes in the week?
I multiply.
We're gonna multiply. So she has $4.50 times 8. Let's see how much money she makes in a week. Before I start multiplying, how many numbers are behind the decimal? 2. I'm going to make the note of the 2. And let's multiply. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 5?
40.
Very good. I'm going to carry a 4. What's 8 times 4? 32 plus the 4 is 36. Are we done? No. It's missing. This one's missing the decimal. We said 2 places, so it's right there. And again, my answer seemed reasonable, $36. Before I put the decimal, it's at $3,600. There's no way that she would make that much money, right? So let's think about this. If she makes $36 an hour, and she needs $180, what operation can I do to help me figure out? Divide. So this is, we're taking the $180. We're going to divide it by 36. Can 1 be divided by 36? No. So I should put a
Yes.
0. How about 18?
No.
So I'll put another 0. Now I have 180 divided by 36. I don't know my 36 is. So I'm going to have to try a couple of things. 36 times what? What do y'all think? What's the biggest number?
We start with 5.
You're going to start with 5? Okay, what's 5 times 6? 5 times 3? 18. What's the 3? 18. So she had a good idea. She says that she starts at 5 because that's in the middle. And then that gives you an idea if you need to have more or less. So 5 weeks, she'll have $180. Questions? On your paper, the other side is called dividing the decimals. Again, this is just to reveal what we've seen in previous years. So let's take a few notes. We're going to make the divisor a whole number by shifting the decimal to the right. Divisor? What are they talking about, divisor? That's the number on the inside or the outside? The outside. It is the divisor. We're going to move the dividend decimal the same number of spaces to the right. Divide as usual. And we bring the decimal point straight up. So my first problem says 5 divided by negative 0.2. Is my answer going to be positive or negative? Negative. It is negative. So you have a positive and a negative. So I know my answer is going to be negative and I don't want to forget. So I'm going to write the negative in. I'm going to divide 5 divided by negative 0.2. Who goes inside the house? 5. First number, the one at the top, I always say goes inside the house and locks the other one out. So it looks like this. 5 divided by negative 0.2. We never want a decimal on the outside. So I'm going to move it one space over. Whenever I do to the outside, I have to do to the inside. But where's the decimal here? It's back here, behind. Since if we don't see it, it's behind, and I need to move it over one space. Okay, so I have to put a 0. I always rewrite the problems. I don't like it with always 0. So it really says 50 divided by negative 2. What's 50 divided by 2?
25.
25. And we said our answer was going to be negative.
Negative 25.
Negative 25. If you didn't know 50 divided by 2, then you can just divide it all the way out. Questions? Let's look at this next problem here. Negative 8.2 divided by 0.04. Answer positive or negative?
Positive.
It's going to be positive. I'm going to divide it out. So it looks like this. Who goes inside?
Negative.
It does. Yep, the negative 8.2. And then on the outside is the negative 0.04. So we start just dividing it from there. No. We have to get rid of the decimal on the outside. How many places? 1, 2. Whatever I do to the outside, I have to do to the inside. 1, 2. What should I put there? That's weird. A 0. So this problem really says 820 divided by 4. Yeah, they're both negative, so I left them off, but it's up to you if you want to write the 2 negatives in. So it's 820 divided by 4. Can 8 be divided by 4? How many times? 2. Please make sure that you are copying down the notes. I will bring down the 2. Can 2 be divided by 4?
Let's bring down the other zero.
Before I bring down that other zero.
Oh, bring to the other zero.
I have 2 divided by 4 is 0, so I'm going to have to put a 0. So I'm going to put minus 0. Now I can bring down the 2. What's 20 divided by 4? 5. And we already said that our answer was going to be a positive. It's a positive 205. Any volunteers to read the next problem? Yes, go ahead.
Nathan is running laps at the track to train for cross country. If each lap is 0.5 miles, how many laps will he need to run in order to run a total of 1.5 miles?
Okay. So, in this one, is your answer, I know our answer is going to be so many laps, but is that answer going to be a positive or negative?
There's no negative.
Yeah, you can only go forward. So they're going to be positive laps, right? There's no such thing as negative laps. That doesn't make sense. But how can I find out? Because I know he goes around 1.5. Multiply by. We're going to divide. We're going to take the 4.5. He wants to run 4.5. And we are going to divide it by 0.25. Can I start dividing? No. We have to. 1, 2. Whatever I do to the outside. 1, 2. So I'm adding 0. So this problem really says 450 divided by 25. What's 4 divided by 25? 0. 0. Someone put a 0. How about 45? Yeah. How many times? Just one time. Now I'm going to bring down the 0. 200. Thank you. 200 divided by 25. You get quarters. 45. How many quarters do you need to get to 200? 8. So my answer is 18 laps. He's going to have to go around the track 18 times before, so he could run that 4.5 miles. Questions?